work together well as a team. That's my main goal, because my pressure for results, and when I want to get results, obviously I do it a bit later when the races really suit me. But for me, just function well as a unit, come away from that knowing each other better will be my main thing, and hopefully the guys can. Some of the younger guys can find themselves some opportunities somewhere, whether it be breakaways or whatever. Hopefully, depends how strong these guys' teams are riding, I think. Not in any way to dishonour the race at all, but it's really a great opportunity for us to get to know each other here in the race and in racing conditions. It's a bit of the opposite way than you normally go into a team. Normally you know everyone at training camp, and then you start racing. Here we come to a race, and then we go to a training camp. But it's new experience for me as well, new people, and I only knew the management on my team because I came in a bit of a different way that you normally change teams and come into a team. But it's same thing. We have young riders. We're a little bit unlucky. Christoph, the Norwegian rider, he was, for whatever reasons, coming out of the Pro Tour or out of anything out of Pro Continental or Pro Tour, he wasn't allowed to race here for whatever reasons with the testing and so on. But that was our sort of goal, to come here with him and have him. But we have guys like Weiss and Fry who are here for opportunities, and I'm just happy to be here with them, get to know them and help them get some results. Not just because he's sitting beside me, but I actually totally agree with Mike. It doesn't suit me as a rider, and there aren't many races that suit me in Australia actually as a rider. Remember, we've also got the Worlds at the end of the year, so it's already a long season. And I think that what's been so successful, or part of why the Tour Down Under has been so successful, is riders can come here and they can start their year off well. If it was any harder, riders wouldn't want to come. And then you scare away good riders, better teams, they become disinterested in the race. But because of the race is well organised, it's a pleasure to be here. It's good weather. It's a great way to start the season, and we're only doing 140, 150k stages. It's a great start to the year, and that's what I think draws such a big field. And I think, like Mike said, it's not often that you have. How many Grand Tour winners have you got here? 3 Grand Tour winners this year, and it's a race for sprinters. Which other race for sprinters gets 3 Grand Tour winners? I'm pretty sure none. Possibly. I think you always have to look at the whole international season and how it fits into with the calendar, and then of course Pro Tour and non-Pro Tour races and how that all fits in. And I'm a rider, obviously I'm Australian, but I race for the international season, and if my team, if we're having a team presentation or something in Europe, my obligation is to be there. I'm from Melbourne. I've never ridden the Herald Sun Tour. It's bizarre. It's from Barunga originally, but it's it all fits in with the whole international cycling calendar. And I think the UCI is doing great in internationalising cycling more. Tour of California, Tour Down Under, races starting in Canada and so on. There is, as a rider who just finished my season at Lombardia last year, to be here at Tour Down Under is also, there's only 12 months in a year.